Fatherhood in Turkey. Every man who has a child is a father. Fatherhood is shaped by cultural structures of societies, experiences of fathers, and their attitudes towards society. As the Mother Child Education Foundation, we conducted research with fathers who have children aged 0 to 10, aiming to identify the state of fathers in Turkey, how different masculinities shape fatherhoods, and what is needed for making involved fatherhood more widespread. As part of the survey we conducted in 51 provinces, we asked questions to 3,235 fathers about how involved they were in their children's care and development since birth. First, we asked them why they wanted to have children. 92% of the fathers reported having children because they liked children. When we asked about the primary caregiver of the child, the answer was my wife, with a percentage of 91%. 50% of the fathers told us that they never took their child to bathroom, 36% never changed diapers, and 35% never trimmed their children's nails. We found that fathers who did not participate in childcare also did not share the responsibility of household chores. More than half of the fathers never cooked or helped with house cleaning. Only 1 out of 4 fathers helped with washing and hanging the laundry and wiping the windows. Of all the issues concerning child development and care, the issue that most concerned fathers was children's health. 84% of the fathers reported often or always caring for the child when sick. However, regarding education, the level of interest by the fathers decreased. 35% of fathers said they never or rarely participated in school activities. Fathers, emphasizing the importance of raising their children with love, indicated that they displayed warm and affectionate behaviors towards their children, and they often talked with them. Fathers spent an average of 9 hours and 20 minutes a day at work, and were able to spend 2 hours 20 minutes with their children. However, time spent with their children did not necessarily support the children's development. 79% of the fathers watched TV with their children while they were at home. Only 50% told stories and tales to their children. 57% did not play fictional games with their children. The situation does not seem to differ much for outdoors activities. The fathers generally took their children out for walks, to family visits, or shopping malls. Those who took their children to see age-appropriate films or plays only amounted to 30%. Well, how do fathers set the rules and the boundaries? What do they do to teach their children proper behaviors? Usually, fathers preferred to punish their children if they acted against their will. A majority of fathers who had children at the age of 4 to 10 said that they applied different punishment methods to their children. The most common punishment method used by 33% of the fathers was prohibition. Verbal aggression and psychological violence were also among the punishment methods used by 24%, and corporal punishment by 13%. Fathers applied certain harmful discipline methods, thinking these methods were indeed good for their children. Some fathers thought that just giving kids a slap did not count as beating. However, most fathers had memories of physical violence by their own fathers, which they remembered to this day. Assuming responsibility in child care and development, being in communication with the child and participating in joint activities, being psychologically, emotionally, and physically available when the child is in need are the basic behaviors that make a father an involved father. We also examined the factors that influence involved fatherhood behaviors in our research. In this regard, the value attributed to the child by the father is an important determinant of involved fatherhood. To the extent that fathers attribute reasons for having children, such as continuing the lineage or attaining the status of head of the household, their incidence of overall positive fatherhood behaviors shows a decline. On the other hand, the more fathers emphasize love, joy, and the happiness their child brought to their lives as the reason for having children, the more they display involved and positive fatherhood behaviors. Educational status of the mothers, as well as having the support of one's spouse, family, and social environment predict higher levels of involved fatherhood. For individuals who are new to being fathers, social and emotional support from friends contribute to their improvement as fathers. Another factor predicting fatherhood behaviors is sexist attitudes towards women. 78% of the fathers believe that women, by nature, are weaker and more emotional than men. Fathers who do not support gender equality do not participate in physical care of their children either. On the other hand, fathers who share household duties with their spouses and fathers using their paternal leave have higher levels of involved fatherhood behaviors. 58% of the fathers felt like they did not know what to do when they first became fathers. 44% said that they learned fatherhood on their own, while 38% reported learning fatherhood from their fathers. So what do fathers need to be involved fathers? The issue that the fathers need the most support is children's cognitive development. And the most needed services are counseling for when they have problems with their children. 30% of the fathers want spaces they can spend time with their children, while 21% want a readjustment of their work hours so that they can spend more time with their children. In addition, 38% of fathers say that they want to attend fatherhood trainings, but 43% say they do not have time to do it. Although paternity leave is their legal right and contribute to being an involved father, more than half of the fathers do not use paternity leave because they either do not know about this right or they cannot get permission from their employers. Long working hours are also among issues that fathers struggle with. Men in Turkey say that they're happy because they have children. However, men need environments to support them in becoming involved fathers and taking a more active role in their children's development. There's a lot to do for the family, for friends, and in the workplace, because fatherhood comes first.